My boyfriend threw a tantrum because I would never consider having a child out of wedlock. I may have my first ever case of the ick. I told him this on our third date, not as an ultimatum, not as a test, just a fact about myself. We were at this little Thai place near his apartment, splitting pad CU, and somehow the conversation drifted toward the future. Kids, marriage, all of it. I told him exactly where I stood. I'm not religious, not traditional in basically any other area of my life. I curse too much, I stay up too late, I have strong opinions about things that don't matter. But on this one thing, I have always been completely clear. No ring, no baby. That's just who I am. He didn't flinch, didn't push back, just nodded and said he respected it. Said he appreciated that I was upfront. We split the check, walked back to his place, and that was that. Conversation over. We moved in together 8 months later, got a cat, argued about whose turn it was to clean the bathroom, built something that looked from the outside like a real life. 2.5 years went by without a single argument about kids or marriage or any of it. I genuinely thought we were on the same page. Then last month I mentioned I was switching birth control methods and there'd be a short gap, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a little less. I was matter of fact about it because there was nothing dramatic to say. I was handling it, I just wanted him to know. The second the words left my mouth, his whole energy shifted. He got this look, I don't even know how to describe it, kind of careful, kind of eager, and suggested we just see what happens during the gap. I looked at him. He said it again. Just see what happens. I told him no. Clearly, calmly, no. He pushed a little, framed it as spontaneous, romantic even, like the idea of an accidental pregnancy was something that should excite me. I told him that wasn't something I was willing to risk and I wasn't going to debate it. He dropped it, or at least he got quiet, which I mistook for dropping it. I got my new prescription sorted. Life moved on, or I thought it did. 3 days later, he sat me down at the kitchen table like we were about to have a serious conversation. Asked me, completely calm, if I had thought more about being flexible, not about birth control, about my position, about the whole thing. I reminded him very clearly of what I said over pad CU on our third date before I had any reason to soften anything or protect anything. His face shifted in a way I hadn't seen before. Something behind his eyes went tight. Then he stood up, started pacing the kitchen, asked me what I would do if I got pregnant tomorrow. Not hypothetically, not casually. He said it like there was a right answer and he was waiting for me to land on it. I started to respond and he didn't let me finish. Just came apart completely. Voice climbing, hands going, pacing, turning into this restless back and forth energy that filled the whole room. He called me selfish, said I was punishing him, said I was holding our entire future hostage over a piece of paper and a party neither of us even cared about, said it wasn't fair to put conditions on something as natural as a family. I sat there and I watched him. I didn't cry, didn't raise my voice, didn't scramble to reassure him or soften the edges of what I'd said. I just sat there and watched this man, who had looked me in the eyes on date 3 and said he respected exactly this, stand in our kitchen and scream at me about it like I had hidden it from him, like it was a betrayal, like I had pulled some elaborate bait and switch over 2.5 years instead of handing him the information plainly before we were even serious. He said I was being cruel. I thought about the Thai place, the pad CU, the walk back, the moment I handed him every reason to leave before I had any real stake in whether he stayed, the fact that he had chosen every single day since then to stay anyway and say nothing and let me believe we were fine. I picked up my phone, texted my best friend, and told her I needed a place to stay for a few days. He was still talking when I walked to the bedroom to pack a bag, still talking when I came back out, still talking when I put on my shoes. I looked at him standing there, red-faced, voice wrecked, going on about fairness and futures and pieces of paper, and I felt nothing. Not anger, not guilt, not the urge to fix it or fight back or find some middle ground that would make the look on his face go away. Just done. Completely, quietly, finally done.